Ladies and gentlemen, Tattoo Avance here, and welcome to a ship review. Now today, we are taking a look at the Mustang Beta. We did take a look at this one quite a while ago. I have done a ship review on this one before. It was on the first version. It's had a full rework to pull it in line with the modular system and just to bring it up to date. Now I did take a look at my old video and take a look at the old Mustang. I know a lot of people like that ship. A lot of people have bought this ship as well. I think it's a definite improvement. The thing is with ships in Star Citizen, I remember when I played 007, and I loved that game, played multiplayer, awesome. But if you go back and look at it now, it's not quite how you remembered it. In your own mind, you thought it looked a lot better. And I've definitely found the same thing with this Mustang. I went and looked at the old video and looked at this. I'd rather have this one, thank you very much. But I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments of what you think, and once I've had a look around, I'm sure there'll be some feedback there. There's lots of strengths to this ship. There's definitely a place for this in Star Citizen from an exploration point of view, and it definitely has some strengths over some other exploration ships. Pretty much all of them actually, but we'll go through that in a second. So, weapons on the front there, you can change them out. It hasn't got any massive firepower here. At the end of the day, it is a small ship. Its strength is exploration, but obviously it's got some guns on the front. Nice canopy, very, very good view. This does have a rear section as well where you can climb in the back. If you remember, the last one had a little door underneath here, like a sort of submarine hatch, and you just sort of climb in. Where this one, the seat sort of twists round and then you walk into the back. Well, we can take a look at that when we take a look inside. Well, the canopy. It has very, very, very good viewing angles. You sort of expect that with exploration ship. I think they've got it right in this one. Has the folding down wings as well. So I'm guessing later on you're about to put it in a bigger ship and take it with you. You can see that the little rams there will come down. I'm assuming them little things either side, the little locking pins. Fold up wheels as well. I prefer them over the wheels that hang down. This one actually has wheels. I just noticed what I just said there. A lot of the ships in Star Citizen have landing legs. You can do a rolling takeoff and a rolling landing with this thing because of the wheels, and they do actually work. Quite a sort of sharp design, isn't it, with all these wings and everything. Making the assumption atmospheric flight should be pretty decent as well. Profile's very, very small. The engines look small as well, don't they? Let's go a bit further back here. There's a bit of a rock in the way. The ship is bigger than it looks. If I go and stand next to it. Stand here, look. Sort of looks small when you're standing there, doesn't it? When you go into the other view, you realise actually it's quite big. Does look nice. I like the paint scheme as well. It's not too much. Looks smart, doesn't it? Looks like it's going to be pretty good on IR as well. Them engines look very, very shielded, didn't they? Quite a lot of room in there, isn't there? One of the things I like about this, and this is definite strength, is speed. It does 1,250. So what does that mean in Star Citizen? Well, at the moment, I mean, it's borderline on a blooming racing ship. Fits in well because if you're exploring something and you don't really want to engage anyone, you can fly faster than them, basically. Simple as that, isn't it? So I think that's his definite strength here over a lot of the other exploration ships. If you would just want to explore and be left alone, if someone starts shooting you, just accelerate off and you're gone. So to get in, canopy. Oh, the animations are really cool, aren't they? Don't know if you noticed there, when you actually climb in, the forward console moves, look. And here we are inside. Probably going to have the bug with the canopy opening every 5 seconds. This is what you get. This is the view. Well, there's not much to critique, is there, really? It's just sky, isn't it? Let's turn on this display. I really like this.
Your journey begins now. All systems operational.
I also prefer that voice. I know what you think. I think that voice sounds much clearer as well. I like this display because I just feel like you're flying and it's just a case of going and you've got everything in front of you. It's not like you're looking over here, looking over here. The only downside with having it like this is when you're looking forward, if you look at the line here, this line here, I suppose if it did have little panels down here, one here, then you would maybe take a little bit this back. This is the view you get when you're not holding any zoom or looking. So you get forward view and you can see your center radar and see all your systems. Most of the ships are like this. Like that. Now there's a benefit of it being like that. Obviously you have a little bit more downwards visibility, you know, your center reticle is higher. I think it makes sense to actually be like that, particularly with an exploration ship. It would have been a bad thing if we would have had loads of pillars, top canopy, and then you're sitting like that. That would have been pretty bad. But because we have just amazing views here, I mean, this is perfect. You could tilt the ship a little bit. You've got great sort of left and right visibility as well. You can play about all this as well, can't you? All normal controls. You got on here. The controls are quite easy. They're all placed quite well. Normally they're on the dash or on a button up here. Here you've just got this one and this one. It's nice and easy, isn't it? No messing about. Power off. So how do you get in the back? You've got two options. You know, normally you look one way. If you look this way, it's exit ship. You can use all the controls here or just use the normal key press button if whatever you bound it to. If you want to get in the rear, click on this one. And then the old seat swings around. And here we are. Quite a lot of room. Enough room to do a bit of yoga in here, isn't there? Not that I do yoga, but... Could argue that that's a little bit excessive, really, isn't it? Could have put the door further back. One thing I have noticed with this one, if you remember the original, you would, when I say you were ducking, you were really, really ducking in the last one. You could, it was comfy, it was cozy, like the VW camper. Let's have a look. Man, you've got loads of room, haven't you? And it's just a basic little compact sleeping area. Toilet as well, which I'm sure you can use. Shower. Induction cooktop there, look. And cupboards. The only critique I would have in here, they need to work on the lighting a little bit, make it a bit better, I think. I'm just not overly... And that's a bit weird as well, isn't it? Look, see that? See out there? It's probably a little bug. Maybe that's what's messing up the lighting. Yeah, it probably is, isn't it? Because if you look at... When I'm looking at this, there's no depth of field in the lighting here at all. If you look over here, can you see the light? And it's all... It makes the materials look much better. And I've got a feeling it is because of that gap there. It just looks very flat there. And all these colours... You know, if you look down here as well, see all this? It looks a bit boxy and a bit... It's mainly to do with the lighting. If they improve the lighting, and like I said, it's got to be something to do with that, doesn't it? It's going to cause a bit of a draft, isn't it? Oh, there's hole there as well, look. So like I said, bed, pretty straightforward really. Just a little baby little exploration ship. I think it's pretty cool. It is quite clean, isn't it? Quite sterile compared to the last one. The last one was more like a, I don't know, what do you want to call it? Loads of cushions and comfy cushions, wasn't it? And then in the front here, I suppose you've got a bit of room to put a bit of cargo and put some stuff down here as well. In fact, actually, you could put cargo anywhere in here, couldn't you? Just whack it by the... Actually, you could even put it in the toilet, couldn't you? You can shut your door if you want to go all out. Let's take off and have a look at these animations. They're pretty cool. The seat looks good as well, doesn't it? Looks like a proper flight seat.
Launch complete.
Okay, let's get a little bit more height. Let's have a look from the outside. Look top down first of all. We'll do a little bit of a top down and you can see the wings opening. Makes like a whooshing noise. They actually do slope down quite a bit, don't they? So that's sort of the profile you're getting. It's not as small as you think. When you see the pilot in there, you think, oh, actually, it's quite big, isn't it? Very good looking ship, isn't it? And then underneath as well. We'll do a little shot under here with the landing as well, because all the landing gear comes out. Really well put together. It's quite, look at the undercarriage at the back there. Actually opens in a couple of pieces by the looks of it. Yeah, 2 pieces, isn't it? And them legs, they don't half fold out as well, don't they? They actually pull in as well. That was obviously a bit of a feat to do that, I bet you. Let's have a look from the rear when you do it as well. I don't think anything changes from this angle, but we're going to have a look. Yeah, it's just literally them wings. How's it perform? Well, overall, this thing performs very well. I mean, I've been, just before I started recording the video, I was actually flying around these little canyons here. It does handle really well. Like I said, it's almost like a little racer, and that's sort of why I like it. If you want to do exploration, you want to be left alone and just jet off somewhere, not a problem at all in this thing. And also I like the fact that it can get away if you're under attack as well. If you don't want to be, you know, if you don't want to get involved in any PvP, the chances of them catching you, I mean, it's in the very, very low percentages here, because there's not many ships that can do this sort of speed. Unless they EMP you or take you out or maybe damage one of your engines, it's going to be very difficult. And the other advantage of this ship as well is the fact that, because it's so small, the IR output is actually minuscule if you actually look at the side there. And it's just overall really easy to fly, easy to land.
Landing gear engaged. Proximity alert. Deck. Landing complete.
Also be really good for doing missions, flying around. Easy access, easy getting in and out. Thank God it's got brakes on the wheels, eh? So overall, what do I think of this little ship? I think it is an upgrade on the last one. I think the interior definitely looks better. I think the exterior, I actually think it's a massive improvement over the last one. I think if you had the older model, I think this is a much better upgrade. I mean, the way you had to get in before in that bottom door was a right pain. So moving between the pilot seat and the back, and it's all a bit clunky. Now, one way in, you can jump in the back with the canopy closed, walk to the front, no problem. So overall, I'm pretty impressed with this one. I was a bit worried that they were going to mess this one up, because the beat was really decent before, wasn't it? Overall, I think I've done a good job, but let me know in the comments if you got one of these. Are you pleased with what they've done? Or do you prefer the previous one? Anyway, the last thing on the agenda today, if you're looking to join a Star Citizen organisation, check out the link in the description below. And also, if you're looking to join Star Citizen, there is a referral link in the bottom there as well, which gives you some cash. Even if you want to go and just secure your name and just cover your name off in Star Citizen, you don't have to buy a package, and you can come back and buy something and a couple of years if you want. That's it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video today. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye now.